when the child was first born. Great-grandmother kept clapping beside him. She wasn't trying to make the child happy, but testing whether the child could hear sounds. When the child turned 2, not only had he not inherited his parents' deafness, but he could speak at a very early age, perhaps having let go of her worries. Grandmother also passed away. At the funeral, friends and relatives came to pay their respects. Since his parents and brother were all deaf-mute, he had to serve as a translator, expressing gratitude to friends and relatives. When he grew up, his father hoped he could become a famous doctor, but he put all his heart into the guitar instead, even secretly forming a band. From the cheering crowd below the stage, you could see he was very successful. But that day, his father unexpectedly discovered this. Although the son explained to his father how much he loved music, in his father's eyes, he only felt his son was now irresponsible and would ruin himself, perhaps unable to communicate with this deaf father at all. The son stormed off in anger. This departure actually transported him to 1995, where he accidentally encountered his father in his youth. But wasn't his father deaf-mute? His father noticed his sneaky behavior and told him not to ruin my band. But the word band made Unjae unable to give up, so the father ran ahead and the son chased behind. Soon the father ran to his hideout. When the son caught up to this place, he finally confirmed that it was indeed his father from earlier, because he remembered living here with his grandmother when he was little. So he slowly stepped forward and pushed open the door. What met his eyes was his father being chased and beaten by great-grandmother, who was saying how he had the nerve to come home with such grades. Suddenly a test paper fell in front of Unjae. He picked up the paper and looked at it. To his surprise, out of 57 students in the class, he had ranked 53rd. In other words, his father was a poor student. Suddenly his father came up with an idea. He slowly walked up to Unjae and actually bowed 90 degrees to apologize to him, leaving Unjae completely confused. He heard his father explaining that this was the tutor he had hired, and promising that he would definitely teach your grandson well. But the old lady wasn't easily fooled. She immediately began testing Unjae on the spot. His father broke out in a cold sweat, but never expected Unjae's reaction to be so quick. In just 5 minutes, he completed 100 problems. Grandmother immediately checked the answers. The next second, the old lady immediately stood up with her hands pressed together in respect. And so he unexpectedly ended up living under the same roof as his father. Perhaps because of their blood relation, their hobbies were surprisingly similar. Even their movements were very much alike. Great-grandmother on the side was stunned watching them. Had this been rehearsed beforehand? But what Unjae didn't understand was that his father's deafness had developed after he became an adult. Just then, a little kid chasing after a balloon ran straight into the busy street. His father quickly went to help the boy get his balloon. Completely unaware that a car was coming, Unjae tackled his father to the ground. It was this accident that suddenly made Unjae realize something. He remembered his father telling him that a major accident in childhood had caused his hearing loss, so he immediately checked his father's neck to see if there were scars from that accident. But this touching made his father think this person had special preferences. But all Unjae could think about was, Dad's accident hasn't happened yet.